What's up guys, I'm Akila. Welcome to my channel. In today's video we're doing a review on some of the items from the Makeup by Mario collection that is now sold at Sephora. If you would like to see some of the products that I picked up and how they perform, please keep on watching. Okay guys, so my base is pretty much done. I have on almost everything. Yeah, and we're just going to jump into some of the products that I picked up. Oh, before that, let's talk a little bit about the brand. If you love makeup and you're into makeup artistry, I feel like we all know about Makeup by Mario. If you've been around a while, you've seen me review some of his collabs with KKW. If you haven't seen that review, I'll be leaving it up in the cards for you guys to watch. So yeah, a little backstory. Mario is a celebrity makeup artist. He's been doing makeup artistry for 20 years, so this is like a collection in celebration of him being an artist. So 2020 made it 20 years of him being a professional artist. He's done so many different celebrities makeups, but the most notable is Kim Kardashian. I feel like a lot of the looks and some of the techniques that we see online or try to mimic is because of Mario. So anytime he has a collection or a release, I always try to pick up something because I really love his work. So when I seen that he was coming out with his own makeup brand and it was going to be sold at Sephora, I just knew that I had to get some items. Okay, so I didn't pick up everything. Being that I do these reviews, I see now that, like, especially since I spend my own money on these items, I don't want to pick up items that I don't see myself using. So like the metals palette that you could mix and stuff, I don't see myself using that. I feel like this collection was made for makeup artists in mind. Some of the products everyday consumer just probably won't need or want. Okay, so I picked up both eyeshadow palettes and they all of the palettes come in this beautiful matte black packaging. Okay, and this is what the component looks like for the eyeshadow palettes. I feel like they'll be easy to be clean. Okay, so the first palette we're gonna get into is the Master Mattes palette. This palette retails for $48. It has 12 shadows that are inspired by skin tones. The shadows are supposed to be feather light, apply evenly, and it's supposed to offer a superior grip with minimal fallout. Being that this collection has been out for I think at least a week or two, when I was trying to do my research last night for the video, I was on Sephora and I saw some of the reviews. This palette has like 4 stars. Yeah, I've seen some people complain about pigmentation. They're saying that it's not really a lot of pigmentation once you swipe it. In the description it describes this palette as buildable, so I'm not too sure if that's the case, because maybe it's one of those shadow formulas that you need to build it on more so than starting off with a whole bunch of color. Okay, so the next palette I picked up is the Master Metallics. This palette retails for $48. It's inspired by his love of nature. The shadows are creamy and deliver a range of chromatic effects from natural to intense, and they can be used dry or wet. I did swatch this palette already. The formula is pretty nice. The shadows are creamy. There are a few shades that don't have the same creaminess, like this purple one right here. This one's a little more dry, and when I read the reviews I did see some people say the same thing. They didn't say that exact shadow, but they did say that it varies. I got the Master Eye Prep and Set. This retails for $28. I got mine in medium. It comes in 3 shades. Each set has 2 shades of primer for custom blending and a translucent powder to set the lid and diffuse shadow. Okay, so like I said, each palette has 2 of these primer shades that you can mix and match based on the look that you're going for and skin complexion. Yeah, I wasn't really too sure which one to pick up, but I did watch his mini master class Instagram tutorials, so I thought that was pretty cool. Like, every product has a video showing you how he uses them and the reasons why he created them, and I thought that was really nice. The reviews on this was pretty good. The only complaint that I saw was people trying to use it as concealer. It's not marketed as concealer, it is a primer. I swatched this on my arm to show you guys what it looks like, and I remember washing my hands and still seeing the primer on my hands. So I think that's a good sign for it being like budge and smudge proof. I also picked up the Master Pigment Pro eyeliner. It is dual ended, so on one side there's a brush to help you diffuse, and then of course the other side is the pencil. And I picked up one of the brushes, and this brush is supposed to be used with the primer palette. As you can see, it's dual ended. One side is to like apply the product, and then the other side is to like buff and blend, and it's made out of synthetic fiber. I forgot to mention that the pencils do come with like a little Makeup by Mario sharpener. Okay, so now we're all of the deets and the logistics down, we could go ahead and jump into using these palettes. Okay, so first up is the primer. I do have on a little bit of concealer on my eye, but I don't feel like removing it because that's just the way I apply my makeup. So hopefully this doesn't go badly. I'm gonna start off with the darker shade. From swatching it, it is more of a tougher consistency. It's not really emollient, but I guess that's a good thing because it's going to stay in place and you don't have to wait for it to dry down. That looks really nice. Just blend that out a little. I think he said you could use these to do a cut crease as well. I think that looks pretty good. And then you could take the, depending on how you like to use your eyeshadow primers, I like to set mine, but if you don't like to set yours, I'm pretty sure you don't have to. Setting your primer allows your shadow to like apply without like patching up on you. I'm lazy, I don't like to be blending for a long time, so that is why. Okay, so we're gonna jump into this palette. Earlier I was saying like this collection pretty much screams pro artist, and the reason why I say that is because like how many everyday consumers do you know would just purchase a palette full of matte brown shades? If you're going to be working on like multiple skin tones and multiple different types of clients a day, I feel like this palette is so compatible with this one, because usually when you buy a palette, it's like some browns and some shimmers and some matte all in one place. This gives you the opportunity to work on many different skin tones. I'm going to start off with this one right here, and I think that's called matte number 5, and I'm using my fluffy Morphe M504 brush. Okay, so this is what that shade is looking like. I'm not having any problems with it. I'm not seeing any fallout. It is a shade that you do have to build up, and that could just be because it's really close to my skin complexion. Okay, so next we're going to use this shade right here, and that's called matte 12, I think. And this shade just has more of a red undertone compared to the one I used just now. And oh, I'm using a Morphe M433 brush. And I'm just gonna take the original brush and blend this in. Okay, now we're gonna jump into the metallics. These shades are so nice and buttery and creamy. I really like this palette. When I swatched it, I was just like, okay. I'm gonna swatch a little bit on my fingers just to show you guys. Don't judge under my nails, it's foundation. Okay, so we're gonna try this gold color, the pink next to it, and it was another one that was really pretty and metallic, like really nice. I think I'm gonna use like this slate kind of color right here. It's called metallic number 9, or is it 12? Yeah, I'm just gonna use that on my finger. I'm gonna try it on a brush, wet. Wow. It like dances because of all the metallic glitters in there. And for me, like, I take my lid shades a little bit above the crease because of my eye folds. When I open my eyes, it kind of gets lost. That looks a little messy. Like, I usually, when I do the trick of like going a little bit higher than my eyelid, the shadow doesn't really have like a base. Like, this metallic shade kind of has like a dark base underneath it to give it that pop. So it's like a dark gray under the metallic shimmers. So it's kind of looking a little muddy up in here, but whatevs. I want a little pop of color, so I think I'm gonna use this rosy shade right here. Okay, so that is as good as I'm gonna get it to look. I'm not going to take this off. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use the pencil. I didn't really need another gel pencil, well, gel eye pencil, but the girl at Sephora raved about it, so I picked it up. And then one of the things that kind of sold me on it was she was saying that like it doesn't need that much pressure to get like a pigmented swatch on. Like, it doesn't take a lot, so that means you won't be tugging at your eye, and that's something that you don't really want to do. So yeah, it's going on really nicely without having to like rub it on the back of your hand to warm it up. This is really nice. Yeah, that went on like butter. And then I'm gonna use the back part to smudge it. You know, this is perfect for those times when you don't want to do a really defined eyeliner, and you could still wing it out if you wanted to because the brush would allow you to do so. And then if you wanted to, you could take the black in the palette and set this. I don't think I'm gonna do that, but I know once it's on, it's on. It's not going to smudge or come off. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. Okay, I'm back. I went ahead and completed the rest of my makeup. Everything else that I added onto my face is also like a Mario collaboration. I have on the very graceful blush, which is from his KKW collab, and he's a mixer lipstick, and the Proud of You lip gloss, that's also from his last collection with KKW. I need to wear this lip combo more often because it's really pretty. I use KKW Nude 3 lip liner. Okay, so let's go ahead and recap the products that I tried out. For the matte palette, I feel like it's very everyday friendly. Along with the metallic palette, they really literally go perfect together because you could mix and match them. The only thing that I would say as a complaint is that I don't know, I just thought it would be bigger. This is $48. It is 12 shades, but like I just thought it would be bigger. And the shadows are so metallic and pretty, and I just love the way they glisten under lights. Like, they're really good quality eyeshadows. I didn't have the problems that I saw in the comments. I'm not sure if it's I didn't use the colors that they use, but I'm not having that problem. I did really like the pencil, so I'm gonna keep it. It's not gonna go back to Sephora. I like the brush. I'm gonna keep it on my desk and try it out and use it with other products. And I do like the primer. I've seen a lot of people say that this is a game changer, so I want to use it more. Like I was telling you guys, when I did swatch it, it doesn't budge at all, so I think it's gonna like really hold up really well, especially if you're one of those people who, you know, have problems with like your eyeshadow creasing on you. And that's pretty much it. I can't wait to see what else he adds to his collection. Like, I can only imagine there will be lip products and blushes and more complexion products. So yeah, everything I used today I liked. I do want to continue to keep on using them. Nothing here that I tried today I'm gonna return, so that is always a plus. Let me know down below if you guys have tried anything from this collection or have your eye on anything. Let me know down below. I also would like to add that if you are a pro artist, you could go on his website and sign up for a discount. I think pro artists get 30% off, which is pretty nice, especially for those who are building their kits. So that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up And if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.